up, become a fucking plant or whatever, because of greed, because of selfish human desires, or they get knocked out because they can't turn them that way.
Certain one of us can't sell out if we want to. It's just not in us.
It ain't in me.
We can't even fake it good.
You hear me? What the fuck? So yeah, on this and what's so cold about it, that you're old soul, that you OG, you're original God, because that shit that you've been dealing with that shit when you was 6, 5 years old. You knew you was different. You knew I'm not like this shit. I always been the motherfucking cast out, the black sheep, or whatever however you want to put it. Nigga, I don't want to go over there and do this what you doing. Come over here and do this what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So as you come, as I came up through life, Spirit constantly talking to me. Answer constantly talking to me, telling me to do this, do that. You start reading and study. Lock yourself off from all the clubs and groups and organizations that you fuck with. And you buckle down, you start studying. But I'm still don't have it all together. So when I ran into you, I was like, damn, I know cuz from somewhere, man. It's like your face just looks so fucking familiar.
That's because we probably was somewhere in the ayahuasca ceremony 500 years ago talking about how we were going to come back and fight these motherfuckers and get them off our land.
Shit, that sound about right to me. Sound about right to me, homie. So I want you to keep up with me, man. I'm going to keep up with you because I'm going to be DMing you, asking you questions, and you feel me? And then look, the best thing about it, whoever out there in that live, whoever out there in that audience, they being touched by the same energy.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
It's an undeniable force.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So just a reminder, man, the people who are out there right now, you got to understand and know, don't fuck with this shit. Don't play with it. Be serious about it. Get down on your studies. Don't feel rushed because you think you need to know this, and this. Take your fucking time. Action shall be given.
Yeah. My mama told me, my mama used to tell me all the time, the race don't always go to the swift. Most of the time it go to the slow and steady.
Didn't they put that shit in the Bugs Bunny cartoon? Bugs Bunny wasn't just funny. They were letting you know.
Yep. Comedy,
Dig,
butt dancing. Yeah.
Dig, bro. Dig.
Yeah.
Dig it.
It was good connecting with you. I'm about to wrap this one up and see what my information got coming in for the day.
Dig, man. So let's like I said, keep up with each other, and I appreciate you for what you're doing, homie, and let's keep going, baby.
No, ain't no stop, ain't no quit, ain't no retreat, and ain't no surrender.
Dig.
Yeah. All right, I'm catch up with you a little later.
Okay.
Go through my questions and make sure I ain't got no questions before I log out.
Peace.
All right. Black Nova Scotia, people of the land. Nova Scotia is in Canada. And it was a settlement that was given to Queen Scotta's sister, Scotia. And that's the why it's called Nova Scotia, mean New Scotia. And that's the Irish settlement of Irishmen that look this color. But as you seen when we was listening in the beginning to Joseph Sinkyu from the Symbionese Liberation Army, the Irish is over their head with us in this shit, on the same level we in on this shit. Fighting the same motherfuckers we fighting over here, they was fighting over there with the Irish Republic Army, right? So the war was global. It was in Africa. We had Kenya, they had the Mau Mau Rebellion. South Africa, we know about the African National Congress. We know about the Pan-African Congress. This was Stephen Biko and Nelson Mandela. And Winnie Mandela was the heartbeat of the South African Revolution. And the Winnie Mandela effect is it's a queen flip a queen scenario on two queens knocking across the water. So when she met Khadija Muhammad, she gave her the keys to her kingdom to hold for her until the time when they was reclaimed the matriarchy. So now you see the Mandela effect about to take place. When we raise the matriarchy here, it automatically raises it in South Africa, which affects the whole continent. We banded forces to fight these motherfuckers. And now they being rooted out at the root. So these motherfuckers can't come back no more. Right? So the conversation is critical, but we got to know who we are, and we have to stand up for our leaders if we want our leaders to stand up for us. It's a symbiotic relationship, just like the SLA was a Symbionese Liberation Army based off symbiotic relationship. Two things working together to make sure that each one of the other things survive, right? So I'm going to wrap this up. I hope y'all got some information y'all could use. We was cashing receipts today. So we're going to see what it do from here. We keep pushing the agenda. Free Larry Hoover is the battle cry. And with Larry Hoover comes all our political prisoners that was leaders in our community. Assata Shakur come home. We get to secure our children from the sex trafficking and the child pedophiles. We get to secure all of these things under standing up for the Larry Hoover battle cry. So this is where we at. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that for today, and I'm gonna see what Big Mama give me to do after this. And it's peace out from here, fam. So Lamar Donahue, see if he can come in. Okay, let me see.
How you doing, Rob? Appreciate you, God.
What's going on with you, guy, buddy?
Yeah, I appreciate that follow too. I'm 21, and I'm connected to a lot of the Oklahoma tribes, to the Creek, Chickasaw, and the Choctaw. My great-grandfather actually came out of Ohio, so I wanted you to help me. Can you point me in the direction exactly how to connect to my family? Also, I like what you said, how we have our own weapons that maybe our blood has been poured into.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm really just trying to find better ways to connect. I've been soaking in all this information, you know, dreams get more intense.
So let me answer the first part. And you already mentioned you tied to the Oklahoma, to the Cree, to the Choctaw, Chickasaw, right? Study them, and the more you learn about the tribe, the more it activates your DNA, and it's gonna call in your tribes. People are gonna start showing up with pieces to the puzzle. So when you already know where the bloodline at, that's what you study. The more you study it, and the more knowledge you become of the bloodline, the tribal traditions, customs, then you start calling in the ethers, in the spirit realm, the rest of the tribe together. Right? So all of those tribes
start together.
All of those tribes sent soldiers to fight in the Seminole Wars. Every tribe on, that's how they was able to say that our land was abandoned. Because we all went from west to east, southeast to Florida to fight Seminole Wars. Right? And we was leaving our family.
Yep.
Alabama, Mississippi, and New Orleans into Texas. Right? Now that we starting to wake up from the slumber, we had to start studying the tribe that our ancestors said we was from. But some of us didn't tell us where we was from. Some of them just said we Indian, or we got Indian in our blood, like that, because they don't want us to get murdered for trying to reclaim the land without knowing exactly what's taking place, because the enemy look just like us, but they ain't us.
Exactly. Yeah. I was who, and we just got in that bit. Another one of them online fighting arguments. And then that led me to this live right here, and it exposed some more things for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the starter kit to activate more of your DNA on your tribe. Study the tribal customs and traditions, rituals, and all that stuff that you can get your hands on. And it's more of it written than you could possibly imagine. Right? But when you reviewing it, you have to go through your own filtration process, asking yourself all the time, is this how my people move? Then you think about your family, how your family move. Right? So now you matching the old up to the new. It's certain parts of our culture that they can't erase because of who we are.
Exactly.
A lot of it is our musical prowess and our propensity for dance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's just the starter kit.
All right, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a starter kit. All right.
Yeah. So
I've been taking my talkie. All right,
I'm gonna take another call. Yeah, so I don't have that much time on this one because I got something else to do shortly.
All right. I appreciate you, God.
All right.
Free.
See if they let her in. Okay. See if they let her in. Apparently Instagram don't like me bringing.
Peace and unity. How are you?
How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing great. I'm having like a fantastic day, week.
That's always good to see.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, but that's awesome. How are you?
I'm good. So what's going on with you?
Shoot. Like on the real, or just like surface level conversation type stuff?
Wherever you want to go with it.
All right, cool. So like on the real, me and my friends, bruh, y'all always want to do this to me. Y'all always want to do that to me. Talk about, hold on a second. Nah, they said she about high. I'm not, bro, what? But no, I appreciate you. Ellie always has the cutest hairstyles. Thank you. But me and my friends have been on like very, very deep meditation and rituals and stuff like that. So literally whatever we're talking about and doing is manifesting darn near instantly. Literally today, we were figuring out a situation. We had a dilemma. So we were like, okay, let's hit this meditation. We have specific intentions that we've already charged a lot of energy behind. We've used them consistently. So we used the meditation situation gets cleared up within minutes. And it's been like that for really months now.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that's coming in with the new energy is the accelerated manifestation of desires. You know, and if you're doing the rituals right, they have to manifest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when I say doing the rituals right, some people be like, you can't get nobody no rules. It's not rules. It's just the way that it work.
Right.
And they think it's a rule because if you do it the way that it work, they want to take process out of the process. You can't remove the process, right?
Exactly.
And the bigger the thing is, the longer it takes to manifest.
That's very true. Because it's like the minor situations, it like you said, like the minor situations, you just boop, they go away. Or minor manifested. Literally, I had manifested probably $250, almost $300 in the past week and a half. So after changing my mindset and realizing, like with my affirmations, right? With my affirmations, I had to make this a goal daily so that this is no longer like a big number to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so once I did that mentally and understood it to the fullest, is just manifestations happening immediately. So, you know, that's been
50% of manifestation is writing it down.
Okay.
That's half of it. That's half of it there, because what you did is you took it from the mental and brought it into 3D.
Great.
See, so now you got a jump start. That's like you get a motorcycle and you got to prime the engine because it's been in the garage. You got to get the gas going through the gas line first, right? So that's where writing it down is the primer to get it to flowing into the reality.
Okay.
Because you already created in the mental world. Because in order for you to write it down, you had to see it mentally.
Yes.
Right? Now, once you see it mentally, then you put it on paper. The next thing it is left, there's nothing left but to see it physically. Right.
Exactly. And like the other amount, like, because what I do is for my rituals, I have checks that I write, and then, you know, I put the amount on it, then I burn it. So this is one of the check amounts. What? Do they got it paused for y'all? Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. They had it paused for me. And then the amounts just go higher and higher. So 15. Then we got 150. And these are from my friends. One is 175,000, and then the other one is 101,500. And so literally it's like, it's not just me doing it just to do it. It's sincerely, like, I do it for my friends. I do it for my YouTube subscribers. So I call my YouTube subscribers Rainicorns. So I have written, literally my subscribers, I've written Rainicorns 2 checks so far. And literally I did it. I didn't like do a whole video and be like, hey, you guys, I'm going to do this. It was like, hey guys, I did this thing. How are y'all feeling? Did you feel the results from it? And literally I had the check written and dated April 18th. And a whole bunch on the video commented and said, I actually did get money on April 18th. Yeah, I did get money and stuff like that. With all that going on, I'm just that, you know, my life's going well, and I'm making things better for other people too, and that everybody like around me has a great life. Like, I'm genuinely happy about that.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's that mother energy. Is you want all of your kids. You want all your children to have a good life. You don't want one of them to have a good life and the other one to have a bad life.
Right.
Right? You want all of them to have a good life. Now, some of them might be some assholes. They steal your babies, and you still want them to have a good life.
Hey, that's true. No, that's true. Like, literally, like you said with the child analogy, it's like that with people in general.
Music.
Yes. Okay.
White supremacy is codified and called the protocols of the wise men or the learned elders of Zion. And the rollout to it is the morals and dogma of Albert Pike. The battleground is the corporation known as the United States, the interim government for the last hurrah of the Great War.
Which is the Great War, which is
the 6,000-year reign of the people that was antithesis to Earth, the inverted people,
so
from
even
the mirror universe.
So even when we the fifth root race they say is the Aryans. So even the Aryans, original Aryans, were melanated people then.
They still is. The original Aryans, they called them the Untouchables of India. They call them Dravidians. They look like the Jackson 5s from the early 70s. They whole bloodline. Some of them got wavy hair and they dark. Some of them darker than us. Rich, make me and you look light skinned.
Oh man, this is some. All right, so another term. You seen the video with Noble Ample, and he mentioned Abraham Lincoln. Now, people said he was a Melungian. That's not a term we hear about anymore. What are Melungians, Rod Hayes? And who were the Melungians?
See, there's so many different names. Yeah. It's hard to keep up with them. That one is not one we use a lot. Yeah, see, those was just another name for mixed people. People that come from a diversified genetic stock. It's like calling them a mutt.
Mulatto, like okay. The current term for that would be mulatto.
No, mulatto, you can be 50%, and you can look heavily melanated or lightly melanated and be a mulatto.
Right.
That means you have 50%. Right, to be a quadroon, meaning you 1/4. To be an octoroon, meaning you 1/8. But remember, the doctrine is one drop of blood.